Hey, sports fans, Larry Eater, Run Blog Run. This is Athletics Chat 52, but this is your favorite part, the epilogue, or as we call it, Larry's monologue. So Mike's got a timer on me, so let's see if we can do this right. Today we talked with Stuart Weir. Now Stuart lives across the pond. He's in Oxford, now the beer and intellectual capital of the world, because he may be able to go in and have an adult beverage inside a bar in the UK because of their dear and sacred Prime Minister Boris, who, it seems to have gotten the whole COVID thing done it pretty well. He hasn't done a lot of other things well, but apparently he's made a lot of Brits happy over this, so good for them. Anyway, Stuart's going to go to the first Diamond League meeting, the one in Gateshead, the one that should have been held in Rabat, Morocco, but the Prince of Morocco, Crown Prince, I'm not sure wanted to put the meet on. So we have a Gateshead meeting on the 23rd. On the 28th, we have Doha, Qatar. And on the 10th, we have Florence via way of Rome. It's actually the Rome Golden Gala, but in Florence. So it's the Florence Golden Gala for Rome. It's like when we had the pre-meet in Exile at Stanford a couple of years ago. And Florence is a lovely city. So the only problem is how do Americans get there or get to Qatar or get to Gateshead, keeps it pretty special. But I'm on a bit of a tour and am in Portland, Oregon right now, going back between Eugene and there. Looks like we're trying to find a little place to stay out here for about 6 weeks for the NCs, the couple meets in Portland, and then a couple events in lovely Eugene, Oregon. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. Anyway, so today what we talked about was, let's see, order from the top, the Gateshead meeting, which will be on the 23rd. The second Diamond League meeting in the UK, which is not going to be in London because it was going to cost $3.5 million US to repurpose the London Stadium so it could do track and field. So what the Legacy Group did is they wrote a check to British Athletics for about 1.6 and said, find another place, please. And they did. And it looks like it's going to be, we shall see. But it won't be, I thought it was going to be Gateshead again, but it doesn't sound like it. So we'll have to see where things go. Then after that, we talked about the Olympics again. And here's the deal with the Olympics. We don't know what's going on from one day to the other. BBC was the big news organization besides the New York Times, besides the Washington Post, that's come out rather angrily against the IOC for even considering doing the event. My issue is this. Come back to 1976, Montreal, and many athletes in the Olympic Village got dysentery. And among them was the lone medal winner on track and field for Great Britain, one Brendan Foster, who was third in the 10,000, came back and took sixth in the 5 too, which I don't know how the poor guy did that after being sick for a week. But that was one person. You've now got COVID. You got everybody in one place. They don't get to go out much. Essentially what we're told is you fly into Tokyo, they pick you up in a bus and take you to your hotel. You stay in that hotel until the Olympics starts and they bus you back and forth. You're banned from going to restaurants outside of the Olympic bubble, which means a lot of McDonald's and, I'm not sure what else they'll have there. And there's no touring or anything like that. My big memories from Athens in 2004 were taking my son Adam and us spending an extra week and going to see all the Greek battlefields and historic places. And I had that experience in 2008, bumming around Beijing and going up to the Great Wall. 2012 was wonderful. Rio, we had a little less control in 2016, a lot less. You had to be pretty careful. But what's happening now? I just think it's the Olympic Village, the whole Olympic idea right now is you got to be pretty careful about it. Now, can we do it? As Lord Coe said, well, we've done track meets. We could do a big track meet over that many days. But what about the other sports? And that's a challenge. So we will have to see whether this will come to fruition or not. I want the athletes to stay safe. That's what everybody wants. And I don't think the IOC is being any more arrogant than they normally are. I think the issue is that they see their big picture as preserving the brand. I see that they have this opportunity to say, look, this is just not safe. We're not going to come back till Paris 2024. No Winter Olympics, no nothing. We'll reschedule because we don't want people to die. That's how you stay. That's how you're resilient, but that's also how you stay, how you resonate with the sports world, because it could come out and this could blow up in their face. A lot of people get sick in Tokyo, and it's going to be a mess. The numbers go down for NBC. Boy, the IOC is really going to be hurting that. But the good that's coming out of everything right now is, we've got 40 track meets in the U.S. that we didn't have last year. And people are thinking out of their head. The folks at Miles of Trials, Jesse Williams of Sound Running, our friends in Portlandia, and Paul Doyle, who is the merry prankster of all this, and our friends at ESPN. As long as they can keep the coverage, even modest coverage, with some decent commentating, and for God's sakes, please let us see the time zone races right afterwards. This stuff should be able to be done, and done well, because they do it for other people. Let's make sure those things are done. If we do that, we're protecting our legacy and protecting the sport. I understand that everything costs money, but also, if you can't do it right, you really shouldn't do it, because you'll put the sport back. And we don't need that. And right now, everything's going well. Athletes who have been hurt since 16, Andre DeGrasse, Trevon Bromell, Matt Centrowitz, are all starting to run well. And they're great stories. And I went to the Oregon Twilight meet on the 7th and had an awesome time. Got to be with a couple of friends that I had never watched the track meet with before. It was a lot of fun. And I think that with some controls, the Olympic trials can be held and they can get 40 to 50% of the people in. I think that the Olympics, they're going to have just to keep an open mind. If they really want to do this, they're not going to know until 2 weeks before. And it's getting pretty darn close right now. I had someone ask the other day, is Seb Coe looking at having the track events, if something happens with the Olympics, just inviting all the track athletes to London and doing a track and field championship? The problem is, can they get a hold of the London facility for that long? And I don't think they can. So there's challenges. There's challenges with any global sporting event right now. It's just a little too much. So Larry Eater signing off. Stay safe. We'll have an update next week. This is Athletics Chat 52. If you like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We need your support. If you love us, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have over 2,500 videos and audios done by Mike Deering and Brian Eater. So it should be, there's audio, there's video. And in the last year, Mike managed and produced over 369 videos via Zoom for us, and pretty cool stuff. There's something for everybody. But if you haven't been vaccinated, please get vaccinated. You're not only protecting yourself, but others. Wear a mask when you're indoors. CDC says you don't have to wear a mask if you've been vaccinated outdoors. Keep it in your pocket. There may be a time when you need it, because it's not you just getting something, it's you giving something to someone else. Consider your fellow human being, okay? Stay safe. Talk to you soon. Talk to you next week. Bye.